2019 budget presentation, the Minister for Finance indicated that we would establish a cybersecurity fund to finance this establishment of a secure digital experience for all of us. We've been having a lot of conversations with them as to how to operationalize that. And one of the challenges is that he can't do it in an ad hoc manner. We need a legal framework which identifies potential sources of funding for this to be able to give effect for it. And that is one of the reasons why we're including that in the sources of funding for that. It can take many forms, and we're looking either a specific levy, increasing the communication service tax, or imposing a small levy on all digital financial transactions. I don't know. We're still having conversations about how to give effect to the cybersecurity fund. But we do need to find money to put in place the systems and the processes, the public education, and set up the governance structure to be able to implement our cybersecurity initiatives. As I indicated, every aspect of our lives is being digitized, both personal, private, and official. In every sector, we're increasingly using more and more technology to improve efficiencies. We have to be mindful of the flip side of it, that the more connected we are, yes, it will facilitate our business, but the more exposed we also become to cyber threats and cyber criminals. And so we need to provide that secure interface for conducting business online, and it costs money. So we have to find the money somewhere. The UK has voted £5 billion over 5 years for this. So far, we have worked largely through ingenuity in securing funding for our activities. And we've not done badly, and our efforts have even gained international recognition. But there's only so much you can do through ingenuity and financial engineering, and we've come to the end of the road. And so government needs to find the money. All of us need to commit resources to financing our cybersecurity. And the draft bill makes some proposals in that direction. Yes, we're working towards migrating all public sector agencies onto a more secure online platform. However, that's also coming at some cost. It will be on a Microsoft-based platform, and we're working with a partner, a Microsoft partner, to deliver emails across more secure platforms. About 6 agencies, including the Audit Service, the Ministry of Communications, I believe the Ministry of Finance, I'm not too sure, have already migrated of it. We've come up against a funding challenge here, but Cabinet has already directed the Ministry of Finance to provide NITA with the needed resources to be able to do 2 things to enable this to happen. 1, to enable us to secure more, legal Microsoft Office Suite software for all public agencies. I think we all know that quite a number of agencies are using pirated software, which is unsupported. And that is also an avenue through which we are exposed to cyber threats. And so government has taken the decision that the state itself will bear the cost of procuring an enterprise software license for Ghana, for all public officials from Microsoft, which is the most widely used software in the public sector, so that we can migrate every public official onto that platform. Now, that will also facilitate the establishment of the secure email communications network for government, because it uses Microsoft, it's a Microsoft-based application. So once the state secures that enterprise license, it makes it more affordable to move onto that platform. And we're hopeful that either in the mid-year review or in the 2020 budget, we would have a firm commitment to have that done by the end of this year. It is critical. It is imperative. You know how it became a huge issue during the US elections that Hillary Clinton was using her private email for official purposes. Now, what that means in practical terms is that if a public official is using their private email for official work, all the official documentation is stored in either Yahoo or Gmail or Hotmail or whatever outside this country. That data is stored outside. And when that public official leaves the service, carries that data and all that information, which strictly speaking does not belong to him because it is official information, away with them, because it is on a platform that's only accessible to that individual. Now, whatever they do with that information after they've left the service is anybody's guess. It makes us vulnerable and exposes official communication to too many unauthorized sources. And it is not done anywhere. It is wrong. And so we need to stop that practice. But they'll tell you that, we don't have any secure, fast email service. So if we have to give our email address, we use our private service. I'm informing them that by the end of this year, that will be illegal. And we will make sure that they would be using official emails for official purposes across government. It also doesn't give a good impression of us, and it shows that we're not serious as a country. When senior public officials give out their complimentary cards and you look at it and their email address is .yahoo.com or .hotmail or .gmail.com, and they're like, are we serious as a nation? So you want me, who is interacting with you from another country or another establishment, to deal with you on this platform. We all heard about the Yahoo platform being compromised a few months ago, and exposing this claim personal information wasn't exposed, but you never know. And so it's better to be safe than sorry. Actually, the bill is dealing with the gaps in our law. There are certain things where our law is silent on, and there are certain things which you can use existing provisions to address. Now, everything that exposes the child to danger is against the Children's Act. And there are laws against defilement, there are laws against unlawful, indecent exposure. All of that currently exists. And so when it comes to an adult sexually molesting a child who is under 16, there is existing legislation that empowers the police to deal with it. And I would urge them to deal expeditiously with that matter. It is the circulation of those images that falls a little bit outside the purview of existing legislation, which we're going to outlaw in this law. You can't do that. And I'm a little distressed that you say it has gone viral. That means people are rapidly sharing that information. Let me just say, if you receive data or images or posts which are of a pornographic nature involving children, don't share it. Delete it from your device. Don't let such images go viral. Don't let it leave your device. If it is on a group page, inform all of them to delete it, whoever posted it, that it is illegal, it is wrong. So they should delete it from their device so that we will protect the images of our children who are caught in these kind of scenarios. It is unacceptable, it is wrong, it is illegal to even have it on your device. And we need to do the public education before we move towards enforcement. So I'll urge all of you to also help us with that education so that when you receive it, inform whoever is sending you that please stop. If you're caught, the law will deal with you in a very harsh manner so that we can stop the proliferation and the spread of these images which expose our children and fuel pedophilia. It's wrong.